everyone, it's Amanda from BirdBrain Technologies here with a tech support tips and tricks video. Today we're going to be focusing on the top 3 mistakes that I see when people reach out to say, I can't get my robot to work the way that I want it to. We're going to be focusing on the Hummingbird bit today and specifically on the programming errors that I see. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do is connect our device, and we'll listen for when we click it for the sound, telling us that we're connected. You'll notice that our blocks changed from gray to blue, which means we're ready to roll. In this program, I am trying to get my tricolor LED and my single color LED to blink on and off. And in this example, I want it to happen forever. So let's try it out. Not happening. Let's talk about why. So our code is written out beautifully here. We have our tricolor LED set to 100% for blue. We have a tricolor LED set to 0%, so here's our on, here's our off. Single color, we also have 100%, and then we have a 0, so here's our on, here's our off. But we noticed that we wanted to use the repeat loop, meaning this would happen forever. And we set our code underneath that loop. Technically, if we were to look, this code is not connected to anything. It's actually in the abyss. Nothing is telling it to turn on and turn off. So we want to move it inside the repeat loop. You heard it click. It's ready to go. Now let's try it out. All right, we're getting somewhere. It is turning on and off very, very, very fast. Which brings me to the next point. Something that is very important when we're looking at our programming is thinking about how the computer thinks. Right now, it has 4 code blocks moving super fast over and over and over again. So it's going through the code on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, over, super fast. And there's not really any time in between for it to blink on and off. We're missing a critical block, and that is going to be our wait block. So if we go under controls, go to wait 1 second. We're going to put it underneath our turn on blocks. So still inside the forever loop. We're going to put a second one underneath our off blocks. So now we have turn on for 1 second, turn off for 1 second, and do this over and over again. So let's see how it goes. We did it! Perfect. So please remember when you're programming with our robots that the structure of your code really makes a difference, and those wait blocks are going to be imperative. For this next part, I've switched this over to Snap just so we can get another version of block-based coding that you can use with our products. We're specifically going to be focusing on programming the position servo for our robots. First thing we're going to do is connect our robot to Snap, pair, and there's the sound. We're ready to go. In this example, I would like for my robot to go from 0 degrees to 90 degrees. We also have the ability to go to 180. 0 to 180 is our set for the position servo. I want it to go 0 to 90, 0 to 90, and like it's waving back and forth over and over and over again. So let's try that out. Let's see what happens. Well, it's not really doing much. So something that's interesting about the position servo is it can go again from 0 to 180, and if it's already at the position that you want it to go to and you're telling it to go there again, it can't move. So the reason it's probably not moving right now is it's already at 0 degrees. It needs somewhere else to go. I'm asking it to go to 90, but it's not going there, or is it? Look really closely. It's trying to. What it needs is more time to get there. So let's talk about the 2 blocks that we're missing out of this program. The first one is I want it to happen over and over again. So what's that block called? If you said repeat, you are correct. In Snap, it looks like this. It is called the forever loop, and you'll notice when I just tried to put that in there, that didn't work out too well. Let's move that back. restructure this program forever, from 0 degrees to 90 degrees forever. Let's try it now. Not quite what we want here. So we're almost there, but not quite yet. Let's keep going. Like I said before, there is a block that is missing that gives it enough time to go from 0 to 90. What block is that? The weight block. So we need, just like with our light before, we need to put a weight block after 0 and another one after 90. That way it will give the servo 1 second to go from 0 to 90 and then 1 second to go back from 90 to 0. So let's see what that looks like now. There we go. You can imagine a robot waving with this motion right here. What if I want it to wave faster? Well, you're going to use less time. So let's say 0.5 seconds, 0.5 seconds. Now when I wave, I'll go in time with it. Yeah, there we go. All right, so this is an example of how you can program with the position servo. I hope these tips have been helpful for you. Please reach out if you have any questions or want support on getting your robots to move. Thanks for joining us today, and I'll see you in the next video.